Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today we've got another NHL slate we're going to be going over. We had 10 games, now we have 9. It was a postponement between the Bruins and the Sabres. I don't know why. I just got the notification that it was postponed. So we have 9 games tonight. But before we get into the video, before we get into what happened last night, you guys know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And you can turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. You can also follow us on our social medias at BetsEarl on Twitter and at Earl Sports Bets on Instagram. We also have a Discord chat if you guys want to join that. The link to that will be in the description of the video down below. Also, if you guys want to help support the channel as well, you can click the link in the description below. And we have merch. If you guys want to pick up get a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, phone case, mugs, masks, we got a bunch of different things, and we're probably going to add more later in the month. But if you guys want to support us that way as well, you can click the link to that in the description of the video down below. But quick recap over what happened yesterday. We went much better yesterday, 3 in one day. And it could have been a 4-0 day. Unfortunately, Vancouver, they won in overtime or shootout, and not regulation. We just kind of took a stab trying to get plus money at that, but we went 3-1 on plus money night basically. Winnipeg, they got the win in overtime over the Montreal Canadiens. Because if there's one thing we've learned this season, is the Canadiens suck at 3-on-3 overtime. It's just the way it is. Edmonton got the win last night pretty handily. We bet them in regulation, and now out of their 32 games so far this season, they've only made it to overtime once. Just something to think about in the future here. If you see both teams maybe on the three-way line at plus money, it's a good way to make a little bit of money there. But no overtime in that game. Edmonton gets the win 7-3. Which would have been really impressive. Probably would have been the best performance of the night. But then we get to the Rangers, which all of a sudden Mika Zibanejad remembers how to play hockey, which was beautiful to see. In the second period, he had a natural hat trick and 6 points, I think. This New York Rangers team went off for 7 goals in the third period. Or in the second period. Entering the third period is 9-0. And then you hear some chants from the Rangers fans saying, "We want 10, we want 10." They're like, we're good at 9. But great win for the New York Rangers last night. Very impressive there. Hit my 5% best bet. Made it look so freaking easy on the Rangers last night. I felt that was a great bounce back spot. And who knows, maybe Philadelphia bounce back spot is today. But let's get into today's video, why don't we? We have 9 games to go over, so we have a lot to get through. And we are starting it off with the Nashville Predators and the Florida Panthers. Minus 198 for the Panthers. Plus 178 for the Nashville Predators. And I believe it's going to... Oh, that line just moved. I believe it's going to be Pekka Rinne versus Sergei Bobrovsky for this matchup. And this is going to be a Florida Panthers puck line bet. And as good as this Florida Panthers team has been all season long, this puck line bet's not because of the Panthers. It's because of the Predators. They're just not a good team, and I feel like Florida should have their way with them. So we're going to be taking the Florida Panthers here out on the puck line. I believe they get the job done. They've looked really good recently, winning 7 of their last 10 games, receiving points in 8 of their last 10 games. Barkov has looked good. Huberdeau's looked good. Ekblad and Yandel's looked really good this season. Bobrovsky and Drieger haven't looked bad. So I like this Florida Panthers team to cover the puck line here. Plus 123. Next game is the Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Chicago Blackhawks. I believe it's going to be Kevin Lankinen taking on Andrei Vasilevsky. But for this matchup, this is going to be just a straight pass for me. I feel like this could be a Blackhawks night where Patrick Kane scores a goal or two and they can get the win. Plus 214 is not a terrible price, but I'm not going to be betting the Blackhawks here. I like this Lightning team. They're very talented. They're obviously very good. We all have seen that. And I think they'll continue to win games. And these are the games that they need to win, are like against teams like Chicago, where they should be able to handle them pretty easily. I lean towards betting the Blackhawks, but this game is going to be a pass for me. I'll also lean towards the over, but once again, it's a pass. Next, this one's not a pass for me. We have the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets, minus 182 for the Hurricanes, plus 164 for the Blue Jackets. Over under of 5.5 goals for this game. And I believe it's going to be James Reimer, and it could be Elvis Merzlikins or Jonas Korpisalo. I'll probably lean more towards Korpisalo for them. Nothing is confirmed to my knowledge at this point. And looking at this game, I love the Hurricanes. This Hurricanes team is extremely talented. I think they're one of the best teams in the NHL. And we're going to take them on the puck line as well. I feel like this team should be able to take care of business against a Columbus team that's been struggling this year. They haven't looked good. They've only won 3 of their last 10 games. And they're struggling to put up offense. They're 23rd in the league in offense. Their defense hasn't been great this year. They're giving up a lot of shots. And the Carolina Hurricanes loves taking shots. So I'm expecting a good game out of the Hurricanes tonight, covering the puck line at plus 143. Next, we have the New York Islanders hosting the Philadelphia Flyers, and the Flyers were straight up embarrassed last night. I don't know who's going to be in net for them tonight. To be completely honest, it could be Carter Hart, it could be Brian Elliott. I don't know, because both of them played last night, and both of them played a good chunk of the game. So if I would have to guess, maybe Carter Hart, because Brian Elliott started yesterday, and that was a complete humiliation. But that being said, I kind of like the Flyers in this matchup. New York's coming off of a loss as well. They just had a 9-game win streak, and they just lost their 9-game win streak the other day. And I can see this game going to overtime, and the Flyers winning in overtime. They've done that both times so far this season. If we look at the three-way line, you can get a draw at plus 290. Usually I want that around plus 300 if I'm going to bet the draw. But I can definitely see this Flyers team winning in overtime. I can see them winning this game and bouncing back. I feel like this could be an over as well, because this Flyers team struggling defensively, and they can score really, really well. They are 9th in the league in scoring, 3.22 goals allowed per game. The only thing is the Islanders have given up the least amount of goals per game so far this season, 2.20. So this is a very good defensive team for the Islanders. But we're going with the Flyers tonight. I feel like this is a good bounce-back spot for them after what happened last night. I feel like they're going to get back up, and they're going to win tonight. So give me Philadelphia. It makes me nervous backing this team, especially the way they played last night. But this team has the Islanders' number so far this season, and I think that they can get the job done. Next was supposed to be the Buffalo Sabres and the Boston Bruins, but that game was postponed. So now we have the Pittsburgh Penguins and the New Jersey Devils. Minus 156 for the Penguins, plus 141 for the Devils. Neither of these teams played last night, so it's probably going to be Tristan Jarry and Mackenzie Blackwood. And this is their first time meeting so far this season. So it should be easy and interesting to see this matchup. This game's going to be an overall pass for me. I believe Malkin is questionable. He may be out tonight. Penguins are missing a bunch of different players, and New Jersey is missing a couple players, including Nico Hischier. So I'll lean towards the under in this match, because I don't really see where the goals are going to come from other than maybe Sidney Crosby. But overall, this game is going to be a complete pass for me, which leads us up to the Dallas Stars heading to the Detroit Red Wings. Minus 178 for the Stars, plus 160 for the Red Wings. Red Wings coming off of a win versus the Carolina Hurricanes the other day. Dallas coming off of an overtime loss against Tampa Bay. And this Dallas team is really disappointed me so far this year. I was expecting so much more from them, and they just have not delivered. And that being said, I kind of like the home dog in this one. This feels like a home dog type of game. We're going to go take a shot at the plus 160 with the Red Wings. I believe it's going to be probably Antoine Khudobin taking on Jonathan Bernier, which I believe Bernier has a good record so far this season for the Red Wings. It's just Thomas Greiss that's really struggled in net for the Red Wings. Bernier is a good goalie, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was traded. But I think the Red Wings can get the win tonight. We're going to take a stab at them, plus 160. I feel like that's a nice price. And there's no way I'm laying minus 180 with the Stars right now versus anyone in the league. So we're taking the Red Wings here, plus 160 versus the Dallas Stars. Next, we have kind of the marquee matchup of the night. We get the Minnesota Wild taking on the Colorado Avalanche, minus 148 for the Avalanche, plus 134 for the Wild. Over-under of 5.5 goals for this one. I believe it's going to be Philip Grubauer versus Kaapo Kähkönen. Kaapo Kähkönen's looked really good lately. I lean towards the under in this game. Both these teams have played towards the under recently. 3 out of the last 10 games for the Avalanche have gone to the under. 4 of the last 5 for the Wild have gone to the under. Kaapo Kähkönen's got a couple shutouts. Also, they've been playing the Coyotes, though, so I don't know how much you can really put into that. But I like the under in this matchup. I'm not going to bet it, though. This game's going to be, unfortunately, a pass for me. I would lean towards Colorado, lean towards the under, but not enough to have any action on tonight's slate. Next, we have the Winnipeg Jets taking on the Edmonton Oilers. You get the Oilers at minus 140, plus 127 run back for the Jets. And these are two teams I've loved to bet so far this year. Edmonton's made me some money, and so has Winnipeg. Winnipeg did it last night. So did Edmonton. Both of them cashed in nice plus tags. But unfortunately, this is going to be a pass for me. If you guys want to follow my trend, unfortunately, you won't get too much if the Oilers win with that plus 105. But no games have gone to overtime, or only 1 out of 32 games have gone to overtime for the Oilers so far this season. So what you'll do is bet on both the Oilers and the Jets, and as long as the game does not go to overtime, you make a profit. It's an interesting angle you could go at today, just hoping for no overtime between the Jets and the Oilers, which statistically is not going to happen. So that's just one way to approach it. Unfortunately, this is going to be another pass for me. I'm going to watch this game tonight. If the Oilers win tonight, I'm going to come back with a Jets bet the next time they play, because the Jets have not lost back-to-back regulation games so far this season. They're now 9-0 after a regulation loss. So that's something to keep an eye something to keep an eye on as well. But I like the I'm going to pass this game. I don't like any side right now between these two teams that have done really well for me so far this season. Which leads us into our final game of the night. We have the Arizona Coyotes taking on the Anaheim Ducks. You can get the Coyotes at minus 129 and the Anaheim Ducks at plus 117. Over under of 5.5 goals. As you guys can tell from the last game with the Ducks, they are a train wreck. I know they played the Avalanche, but they were up 4-2, and they gave up 6 unanswered goals against that Avalanche team. I believe tonight's going to be probably John Gibson versus Antti Raanta. And both Ryan Miller and John Gibson have looked really bad lately for this Anaheim team. And this team is going to be a fade all probably for the rest of the year. We're going with the Arizona Coyotes in this matchup. Give me the Yotes. I think they can get the win here versus a really bad Anaheim team. The Mighty Ducks are not that mighty this season. And I wouldn't be surprised if they started trading away players. Ryan Getzlaf, maybe Rickard Rakell will be traded. John Gibson should definitely be traded. But I like the Arizona Coyotes in this matchup to get the win. All right, quick little recap of our plays for today, and then we're going to head on out for this video. We're going with the puck line with the Florida Panthers versus the Nashville Predators. Unfortunately, that's gone to plus 118, and it's no longer at plus 123. We're also going with the Carolina Hurricanes at the plus 143 puck line as well. We're going with the Flyers at plus 135 over the Islanders. We're going with the Red Wings plus 160 versus the Stars. And we're going with the Arizona Coyotes minus 129 versus the Anaheim Ducks. If this information was helpful to you guys at all, feel free to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can turn on post notifications and so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at NHL Sports Bets as well. But that's going to just about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.